You know, some people ridicule Mother's Day as a lot of sentimental drivel. They say that it's nothing more than the creation of the greeting card companies and the florist. And to be perfectly candid, yeah, there is some pastors out there who shun this day because they say it is not a religious holiday. Furthermore, they preach from the lectionary, much that I do, but which has an assigned scripture reading each week. And therefore, Mother's Day is left out. Well, of course, we must admit that there is sentiment in this day. But what is wrong with it? Seems to me that a little bit of sentiment is healthy. True enough, there are some women in the Bible, such as Zebedee or Herodias, who, John the Baptist was beheaded, who tarnished the institution of motherhood. And there are women today who abandon or abuse or corrupt their children, who create a poor model. But I like to think that these are the very exceptions to the rule. Most mothers do the right thing and deserve recognition. So this morning I would like to salute all of the mothers who are with us. Mothers should be saluted for their tremendous impact. And mothers should be saluted because where they are, that is where home is. I truly believe that honoring our mothers on just one day is really not enough. While it is wonderful that we set aside one day to especially honor things mothers do for us. First of all, they bring us into the world through a biological miracle that is just amazing. But certainly not easy. Then they spend the next 2 decades preparing meals, solving problems, kissing little boo-boos, helping us to learn everything from how to brush our teeth to how to navigate the difficulties of the real world. They spend the rest of their lives fretting and worrying about us. They care for us in a way that is beyond any words that I can put together. They sacrifice for us in ways beyond any words, even after they have passed on. And on Mother's Day can be especially difficult for us who have lost our mothers. That influence is so powerful that it stays with us always. I propose that one day is not enough. One day is nice, but it isn't enough. So while we take this day to especially honor mothers, let us think of it as a planning day. How can we honor our mothers, grandmothers, mother-in-laws? And I had one of the best mother-in-laws anybody could ever have. And aunts. How can we recognize their special contribution to our lives every day? Take a moment today to jot down 5 ways that we can truly honor our mothers. From our own mothers to the young mothers in this congregation, to the mothers who might be missing their grown-up kids, to mothers who may have passed away. And when you have done this, Let us make a commitment to honor these women every day of the year. And before you do the above assignment, you may ask what special qualities are needed in our moms. Well, let me help you with what a panel of experts gave. These experts were given sentences to complete. My mom is best at feeding the dog, making my bed, driving, cleaning, riding a two-wheeler, watering the garden. If I had enough money, I'd buy her flowers, a car, a necklace, a brand new fan, a kitten, a diamond ring, woo, a big pack of bubble gum. It makes me feel good inside when Mom says, I love you. Good job. Good job. Dinner time! You look so handsome. My mom is as pretty as a butterfly, a ballerina, mouse, princess. My brothers, gold rings, a clean house. These panel of experts was 6 years old. Oh, by the way, one of the most memorable comments from the children on Father's Day was, Daddy gets tired out from for chasing Mom around the house. Being a mother is a demanding job. Demanding job. As a matter of fact, according to a report that I read one time, the average salaries for various jobs and industries, this report said that moms would earn around $131,471 annually, including overtime, if they received a paycheck at all. Of course, we have to take into account that would be about $43,000 to cover the base salary of a 40-hour work week. The moms here can attest that they would definitely earn the other $88,000 a year for 60 hours of overtime each week. And that just covers the waking hours. Among the jobs at the stay-at-home moms reported were a daycare center teacher. Daycare. A van driver. Have you seen some of them? With the little signs on the back of the vans. Housekeeper. Cook. Chief executive officer. Nurse. And general maintenance worker. These are all jobs that are fairly easy to appoint a dollar value to, but those MasterCard advertisements, there are many priceless aspects to the job. The hug that comes at just the right time. The crust cut off the sandwich in just the right way. Now for me, I had to have my sandwich cut from corner to corner. And to get my mom to do that, well, That was something. Their reassuring laugh that reminds us not to take ourselves too seriously. And the countless other little things that we celebrate on Mother's Day. A teacher asked a little boy this question. Suppose your mother baked a pie, and there were 7 of you. Your parents and 5 children. What part of the pie would you get? A 6, replied the little boy. Well, I'm afraid you don't know your fractions, said the teacher. And the little boy says, I'm afraid you don't know my mother. Mother would say she wouldn't want any pie. We know our mothers better than anyone. We must do more than just remember our moms. I think we must honor them as well. It reminds me of several convicts that were in prison library flipping through a merchandise catalog. In one of the pages there was a picture of a lovely home. One of the prisoners said, man, I sure wish I could give my mother a house like that to live in. Another prisoner pointed to the nice car that was pictured in the front of the house and said, no, I'd rather give my mom a car like that so she could come to see me once in a while. Then the 2 men noticed their friend Bill, just staring blankly at a magazine. So they asked him to say what he would like to give to his mom. And after thinking for a few minutes, he looked at them with tears in his eyes and said in a sorrowful tone, I wished I could give my mother a more honorable son. That young man was grieving about the fact his dishonorable life and actions had dishonored his mom. We all know that our mothers love us unconditionally, no matter what we do. Sometimes all that our mom wants from us is a telephone call. Just letting her know that we care for her. I wish I could give my mom a call. A woman telephoned a friend and asked her how she was feeling. Terrible, came the reply over the wire. My head's splitting, and my back and legs are killing me. And the house, it's a mess. And the kids are simply driving me crazy. Very sympathetically, the caller said, listen, go and lie down, and I'll take care of the children while you get some rest. By the way, how is Sam? Sam? The complaining housewife gasped. Who is Sam? My heavens, exclaimed the first woman. I must have dialed the wrong number. There was a long pause. Are you still coming over? We all seem to be overcome with the everyday problems of our lives. Mothers have a far-reaching effect in our lives that sometimes we just don't know about. A teacher gave a class of second graders a lesson on magnets and what it does. The next day in a written test, she includes this question. My full name has 6 letters. The first one is in. I pick up things. What am I? And when the test papers came back, the teacher was astonished in finding that almost 50% of the students answered the question with the word "ma." You see what I mean? See the far-reaching effects then have, and sometimes we just don't realize it. On this Mother's Day, 2016, I would suggest to you to go to celebrate this beautiful day with someone you love. If the only thing you do is to put your arm around somebody and say, "I love you," do something. Do something to honor a mother, grandmother, mother-in-law, or your aunt. Happy Mother's Day. Let us pray. Let us leave here today with the love of Jesus in our hearts. Let us remember that God gave us life through a very special woman. Mom, just as he did with Jesus Christ through Mary.